Now I want to construct the graph point that corresponds to this point on the arc. So what I do is I count back. Okay, from here I've got 1, 2, third point back. Well, this point will therefore correspond to what? From this point we go back 1, 2, 3. We have this point on our horizontal axis. Now I've marked these points. I didn't want to force you to watch the whole process, but I marked an arc here, and I extended the compass, marked an arc out here and down here, and marked an arc here and down here. To get the perpendicular line, the perpendicular line through this point, the line perpendicular to the horizontal axis through this point. Again, the construction is imperfect, but it actually came out reasonably close. So right here is a pretty good line perpendicular to the horizontal axis through this point. Again, this point corresponds to this point on the circle. Now I can extend this green line segment. It should go a little lower. Again, the thickness of the chalk causes some inaccuracy, but I'm going to say that this point, if constructed with complete precision, complete accuracy, will be on the graph of our unlabeled sine function, the unlabeled graph of our sine function. Now I can do the same thing for every one of these intersection points, and obviously I'm not going to stand here and do every one of these constructions for you, but we can start with this point, which of course will project back to the origin, and then we go each point in turn. We don't even count them, we just go each point in turn. Okay, this point will project over to a point here. It'll intersect a vertical line through this very first point that we marked, that I've kind of obscured with this X. So that we just do the same thing for every one of these points that we did for this point. And I'm going to sketch that in, but I'm not going to do that on screen, not going to make you watch me do that. And I'm not going to do actual constructions, I'm just going to indicate where these projection lines are and how we get the points. Okay, but it's obvious now that we can do the construction for every one of these points, and we're going to get a graph of, an unlabeled graph of a sine function.